Imagine walking into a place that was once filled with laughter, but now it's completely silent. The rides are still there, the music long gone, and sometimes people say the parks aren't as empty as they look. Tonight, we're exploring 5 abandoned theme parks where something doesn't feel right, and the last one has a mystery no one has ever been able to explain. Number 1, the park that closed overnight. Deep in a quiet forest, there's a theme park that looks like it just stopped. The roller coaster is frozen mid-track. Food still sits inside rusted stalls. Maps are scattered on the ground, like people dropped them and ran. No official closing, no warning, just silence. Locals say one night the park shut down instantly. Lights went out, music stopped, and the next morning, nobody came back. But here's where it gets strange. Security footage, taken before the shutdown, shows something unusual. Visitors, slowly turning their heads, all at the same time, towards something off-camera. Something no one could see. And after that, the footage cuts. No explanation was ever given. But if you walk through that park today, you might feel it too. Like something is still there, watching. And this is just the beginning. Number 2, the carousel that moves alone. This park was famous for its giant carousel. A beautiful ride, hand-painted horses, soft music. Now, it's broken, rusted, silent, except not always. Urban explorers claim that late at night, the carousel starts spinning by itself. No power, no electricity, just slow, creaking movement, and sometimes music. One explorer recorded it. First, everything was quiet. Then suddenly, the carousel began to turn, slowly, and in the background, a faint melody started playing. But when they checked the footage later, there was something else. On one of the horses, a shadow, sitting, riding, but no one was there when they filmed it. So the question is, if no one is inside the park, who's riding the carousel? Number 3, the Ferris wheel that shouldn't move. This park sits near a dried-out lake. At the center, a giant Ferris wheel. It hasn't worked in years. Or at least, that's what they say. Because sometimes, people driving past late at night report seeing it move. Not fast. Just 1 or 2 cabins, slowly shifting. As if someone is climbing inside. One security guard decided to check. He walked into the park, flashlight shaking. Everything was still, until he looked up. One cabin, at the top, was swaying, back and forth, back and forth. He shined his light at it, and for just a second, he saw a face, looking down, smiling. The guard ran out, and never returned. But here's the twist. When investigators checked the wheel the next day, every cabin was locked, from the outside.
Number 4, the park, with no exit. This park is different, because people don't just visit it. Some say they get trapped. A group of friends once explored the park at sunset. They planned to leave before dark. Simple, but when they tried to find the exit, it wasn't there. Same paths, same rides, but every turn led them back to the center. Again and again. Their phones lost signal. The air felt heavier, and then they heard footsteps, not their own. Something walking behind them, matching their pace. But every time they turned, nothing. They ran. Hours passed, until finally, one of them noticed something. A map. But it wasn't the same map they saw earlier. This one had extra paths. Paths that didn't exist before. They followed it, and somehow escaped. But when they checked the map later, those paths were gone. So what changed? The park, or them? Number 5. The park that was never real. This one doesn't make sense. There are reports of a theme park that doesn't officially exist. No records, no history, nothing. But dozens of people claim they've been there. They describe the same rides, the same layout, the same strange feeling. One man said he visited as a child. He remembers laughing, playing, riding the roller coasters. But when he went back years later, there was nothing. Just empty land. No ruins, no broken rides. Like the park was erased. But here's the final twist. Some visitors claim they still dream about it. And in those dreams, the park is open, the rides are working, and there are people inside. People who don't realize they're not supposed to be there. And sometimes, those people look familiar. What if these parks weren't abandoned? What if they were never meant to exist in the first place? And what if the reason they feel so real is because somewhere, Somehow they still are. Waiting. So tell me, which of these abandoned parks do you think is the most disturbing? And, more importantly, would you ever step inside one? Comment your theory below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy mystery stories like this, and subscribe.